It's finally here. Are you ready? I and my plumbing have recovered from the unfortunate mishap at the HOA soiree, and it is now the holiest of days, my darklings. The decor is set, the candy is ready, and the incense witch has been lit. Mine is cute, but Mama Bogdana's incense witch back home is my favorite. It's a little naked woodland warlock cooking goulash over a campfire. Incense witches are a common staple in my homeland to help us clear the air and purify our dwellings leading into All Hallows Eve. It is a time unlike any other day of the year. The celebration officially starts on October 31st at sunset and carries late through the night as the veil between the worlds blurs. The villagers build bonfires, slaughter livestock, and present food and beverage offerings to survive the winter. It is also a time when the souls of dead kin return home seeking hospitality. We set additional place settings for the dearly departed to dine with us. Also, I get to unabashedly say my favorite word, amok, which, in early usage, was a noun denoting a homicidal frenzy. Now it is meant simply to signify a rush about with a generous loss of self-control. Isn't that fun? On this day, the Sinisteras partake in the traditional clearing of grievances. In so doing, I must address the elephant in the room, Monsieur Frankenberry. I was a bit too harsh on you in my serial review, seeing that you were the first one that I finished out of all of my collection. I will celebrate him with an apologetic cocktail to start the holiday right. What better way to capture his horrifyingly gleeful color and personality than by using bubblegum? Double bubble. Check this out. Isn't this fun? Take your old-fashioned bubblegum and soak it in your vodka overnight until it is pink, like this, and smells strongly of the gum. I'm going to combine this with an ounce of lemon juice, an ounce of simple syrup, an egg white, and a dash of bitters and see what happens. The Franken Bubble Yum Sour. Sounds pretty good. Let's give it a try. Oh my god, this is delicious. Minerva! Today I am missing family, but I'm very thankful that you are here with me. I have a surprise for you. It's a little Beetlejuice toy. You want it? You want it? Go get it. Oh, she likes it. Okay, gather round, and I will now share with you the most special tradition in the Sinistera family. The annual recitation of Visitation of the Night Terror by Wilhelmina Thisbe Fleischenhacker. 'Twas the eve of All Hallows, when throughout shadowed lanes a village lay cloaked in the moon's mute refrains. Jack-o'-lanterns grinned, wicked with candles aflame, casting dim, dancing phantoms that no one could name. The children had gorged on confections too sweet, their costumes discarded, their revelry near complete. Laughter had faded and night settled deep, as weary villagers surrendered to sleep. From crags of the Carpathians darkness did pour, enveloping the earth in spectral decor. I, overcome by a dread fascination, stood at my window in silent temptation. For tales had been spun of the terror's dark flight, a creature of shadow that prowls in the night. The air filled with the scent of burnt pumpkin and red, as the fog from the mountains drew close with its dead. Through the swirling haze a silhouette soared, a menacing sight of doom, demon forged. Its cloak was the night, stitched with stars dark and dull, eyes burning fire beneath cowl and pallid skull. Around it there trailed, like whispers of death, the lost souls of children without sound, without breath. Enthralled and ensnared by this dreadful display, I donned woolen cloak and ventured away. Silent as shadows, I slipped through the door, yearning to witness this myth of yore. With the streets now deserted, I ventured alone, past dimly lit doorways and cold cobblestone. Ghoulish decor from the festivities past swayed in the breeze like flags at half-mast. Then, from the mist, it appeared without sound. The night terror loomed, darkening the ground. I watched frozen still as it crept to a home, where curtains were parted and light softly shone. A child sat awake, with eyes wide and bright, oblivious, tempting the perils of night. With movement unnerving, the entity slid, through keyhole and threshold no barrier forbid. The boy gasped in silence, his eyes turned to coal, and the terror devoured the light from his soul. My blood ran to ice, my breath caught in fear, but I turned too swiftly, and it sensed me near. The night terror twisted, its gaze met my own, and malice therein was chillingly shown. I turned on my heel and fled through the square, past crumbling statues and trees stripped bare. With speed uncanny it surged through the night, pursuing my form with unholy delight. Through tombstones and crypts of the old graveyard's keep, I raced midst the shadows where ancestors sleep. The ground seemed to writhe under moon's ghastly beam, as if the earth was echoing a silent scream. The wails of the spectres crescendoed around, as mist thickened, eager to see me unwound. At last my abode came into my sight. I bolted inside and latched doors tight. Up the stairs I fled to my chamber's confines, where candles flickered midst arcane designs. I muttered old prayers, sought charms to repel, yet footsteps approached like a tolling death knell. The door splintered open, and my courage did flee, as it loomed in the dark, drawing closer to me. Its eyes, like hot coals, bored deep into mine. I felt paralyzed, caught in the terror's design. Its fingers reached out, brushing over my eyes, intent on procuring its nocturnal prize. But as its cold grasp fell heavy with doom, a crack of dawnlight spilled into the room. The terror recoiled with a scream of disdain, and faded to mist as the night was slain. The wraiths withered too, like dew in the sun, restoring the silence now that night was done. I collapsed in relief as dawn fully broke, sweat on my brow and fear in my throat. My sight was preserved, though nightmares remain, a lesson well learned amidst terror and pain. So heed this caution when All Hallows arrives. Surrender to slumber as daylight subsides, for those who dare wakefulness under night's reign may beckon the terror and unspeakable bane. And so concludes the tale of the night terror. Father and mother used to recount the poem near the hearth, as we sipped on steaming brew and munched on meringue bones. You know, family can be difficult. We don't always see eye to eye. Hell, my mother shipped me abroad, ostracizing me. But during this holiday time, I do miss them. It's hard being alone. No one to share these customs and traditions with. Less than cordial neighbors. Not even a special someone of my own. Oh, must be trick-or-treaters. Where are my Tootsie Rolls? And my gloves. Okay. Mr. FedEx Man. And Lavinia! Whoa, this is how they're gonna leave it? What a cliffhanger. Can't believe season 1 is over. Wonder what's gonna happen next. And how the hell Lavinia gonna snatch Mr. FedEx Man? Guess we'll have to wait until season 2 to find out what's going on there. I hope it's not too long of a wait between seasons. Ugh.